Morning, everybody. Michelle is here. Okay, I don't know what I did with that other video I had. I think I mistakenly erased it. But anyway, so I just want to say good morning. Today is Wednesday. Um, I'm doing fantastic, wonderful. I'm having some skin treatment because I have issues with my skin. So if you see some stuff around my neck, that's what I'm doing. Giving myself facials, skin treatment, blah blah blah. Um, and enjoying the moments, taking care of myself. I just want to say real quick, with the other video I made, mistakenly deleted it. Um, I'm paying attention to a lot of things that going on. I always have and always will. It's always fascinating to watch people. It's always fascinating to read some of the comments and read some of uh, uh, the exchange of people, how everybody's engaging with each other, and having conversations. And I notice it is a bit more laid back and friendlier. Okay, whether it's I don't see a lot of this unless it's being filtered from me, because like I said, we all get certain type of content based on how we are, or how we fit into a demographic. Anybody that says otherwise is lying to you. Certain regions of the area, as I've said, get certain content. You get certain news outlets, you get certain TV programming, you get certain this, you get certain that. So it all depends on where you are, what type of internet service you have, what type of uh, you know telephone service, cell phone service, all that, and they'll determine how you are categorized, and they put you in a certain box of whereas you get certain type of information differently from somebody on the other side of the country, blah blah blah. So I'm just sitting here, getting ready to, because I started my day early. I start my day early with, like I said, as soon as I see the light of day, my body gets me up. And then when it gets towards when the sun is going down, my body is getting laid back and ready to nap. Now, if I had something to do with other people, oh yeah, my body will adjust to that as well. But it is important to get the proper amount of sleep and the proper amount of rest. That is extremely important. But like I said, I do enjoy watching people watching as and that's part of my meditation. And also watching what nature is doing, watching what the animals are doing. The people watchers are the ones that disturb me the most because of how distracting they are. So it didn't surprise me how people were getting injured all day long, because I was so disturbed by people putting stuff in their ears. And usually it was those intellectuals. They would put headphones in their ears and holding their cell phone and walking. That's hard for me to do. And I'm a visual person. So it didn't surprise me that a lot of people were getting hurt, injured, or killed, being pedestrians, just walking, or being pedestrians and riding bikes, or on their scooters, or on skateboards, trying to navigate through cities, or even on their bicycles. I think the bicycle was one of them where people received a lot more damage because, they're moving and traffic is moving, and then boom, is that they say the distance of speed and energy. It's a formula that a lot of people have, when they want to recreate a crime or an accident, traffic reconstructioners or something like that. So so even though I want to ride a bike, I probably won't ever, unless I'm out in the open field. I will not attempt to do it in a city. It's too many people, number one, and a lot of people just not paying attention because they got stuff in their ears and they can't hear you coming anyway. You can be blowing your horn on your bike, people won't hear you. And I remember, is that kind of distraction that I pay attention to and watch, and wondering how in the world, But usually when people are about to harm themselves or fall into a pond, somebody else is paying attention and attempting to warn them. And sometimes that helps people to snap out of their trances and avoid it. Like avoid being hit by a vehicle, or avoid being hit by a train. Some people have been hit by trains, buses, It's just amazing of the distraction. And, and then I notice how a lot of people are talking about the technology. That's the hot topic as well, AI. I mean, and I think I said on many of videos, as soon as we signed on to the computer, we were already in it. It's just AI is a consequence. They were already building what they wanted AI to be as soon as we signed on. So these developers knew what the outcome was going to be. Again, they are just exposing things now and sort of blowing the whistle because they are being replaced. It's affecting them, and they're retaliating, in my opinion, and they're disgruntled no matter how much they're smiling in front of the cameras. They're disgruntled because they know that they have been replaced, and they are not going to be a part of where this goes from now. They got used. They thought they were being developers, but no, they were being used just like all of us have been used to create stuff. Avatars, clones, androids. Humans were always being used to develop this stuff. Okay, and then but then at some point you're going to be disposable and replaced. Just like it is with war. Yeah, you'll have a commander in charge thinking they're in charge and controlling everything, but they don't know there was a hidden hand behind these wars, which it usually is. And at some point they're going to go for the so-called commanders. All you got to do is look at these dictators that have been murdered or killed by either their people or so-called crusaders. We just have to, think for ourselves and be individuals about how we are going to be conducting ourselves from now on. The messenger is always hated more so than the oppressors. And there's proof of that. The messengers, no matter who they are, and there's thousands of us, I'm one among others, thousands and thousands of us, who are just messengers and disseminators. That's it. Nothing else special about that. But people get upset with messengers and disseminators more than they do their oppressors. Why is that? Think about it. That's all you have to do is think about it. Who's making promises that they don't have to keep? Oppressors know how to oppress. Trust me. And again, like I said, we've gotten to the point where you don't need a dog whistle anymore. All you need is a series of words and commands, and people will fall in order just like sheep. No resistance at all. And when they do start resisting, they always go extreme. And then that's when people, because they have their emotions involved. When you go in extreme, your emotions are involved and firing off. And nobody wants to deal with that because it's a lot to deal with when someone's in their emotions. It's like having it's like having 10 babies in one body. Because they're just all over the place. And nobody wants to deal with that. So you have a right to be questioning this advancement of technology, but you also have a right to be honest from the beginning what your intentions were. What were your intentions in the beginning? I'm talking to the developers, scientists who created this stuff. What was your intentions from the beginning? It's always about conquering and controlling human beings. They say it's to assist human beings. No. Why would you want to clone someone if you're talking about assisting human beings? So it's about control. everybody, ladies and gentlemen. It's about control. And we make it easy for people. Trust. We make it easy for them. So I'm noticing a difference in the conversations, though, I see online. Everyone seems to be a little bit more tame and not just attacking people personally. That was what was happening. It's like, my goodness, they start talking about people personally, and you can't if you're intentionally attempting to hurt people, yes, you need to reap what you've sown for that. Why would you do that? See, when I'm talking, I don't call out names per se unless I'm doing something specific. But I'm not out here to hurt people and defame them and this and that and the other. I just want people to think about stuff. That's my point. Think. And I'm providing information that's free will information. Okay. That does not involve you needing to engage in any type of conversation unless you choose to. Free will. So I have a lot more to talk about later. I'm gonna go ahead because I started early, moving stuff around, and I'm a little. That's why I'm sitting like this. Ooh. And it's also important to make sure you're properly hydrated. You have the proper nutrition. That you are listening to your body. If you need to sit your ass down and relax and recover properly so that you don't injure yourself. Because like I said, I've injured myself. That comes with the territory we're having a house. Keep that in mind. You can be injured sometimes. You're gonna fall, slip and fall. The stuff is you're gonna attempt to be moving this and moving that, and you're gonna hurt yourself. So you're gonna be outside doing stuff and you're gonna fall outside. How many times have I fallen outside? But thankfully I'm in great shape, so I can recover. I can get up and shake it off. Or if I need to get some treatment, I know how to do that, this and that and the other. And even if you have if you're renting any type of home that you're in, whether you're renting it or owning it, you're going to be injured inside there if you're not paying attention. So be properly hydrated. Make sure you have proper nutrition, proper rest. That's why I think a lot of people get hurt more so than anything. They're not getting the proper rest and relaxation. And I can't wait to get myself into a nice spa somewhere. That's a goal for me too, and get me a nice massage, honey. I need it. I need that. Oh, but anyway, so have fun, laugh at your goddamn self, okay, and stop taking yourself so seriously. Enjoy moments, enjoy each other, and it is about universal love at the end of the day. And so, enjoy the moments. That's all I'm saying. And listen to yourself. Work on listening to your instincts, because your instincts are what can save you. And a lot of people can tell you the same thing I'm telling you. Their instincts is what saved their lives, not anything outside of it. Okay? So peace and love, everybody. And trust me, I'll be back.